everyone. Just wanted to walk through how to create a role and try a role in Intacct. So as you can see, I'm logged in to the top or root level of a multi-entity shared environment. We're going to go ahead and hover over the company application and click on the word roles. Now remember, there are essentially two ways to handle user and role management in Intacct. You can have role-based permissions or you can have user-based permissions. And as a best practice, many of our clients utilize role-based permissions because it is the most scalable and it is the most sustainable type of solution. So in a role-based environment, users are created, like myself and yourselves, and we are assigned roles in order to access various areas in Intacct that kind of apply to our careers. So we're going to go ahead and click on the word roles, and as you'll see, there's a couple of roles in here that I've created, but we're going to go ahead and create our own role. So I'm going to go ahead and add it right here. We'll keep it simple. I'm going to give it a name and say create AP bills. So really this is going to be for that person who should be creating AP bills and be able to do some of the various functions around that creation. So the name is required, and then we can give it a description if we would like. Once we click save, it's going to bring us to a whole application area. Keep in mind that anything we select over here is not going to necessarily give this role access to all the different modules. All these white boxes are essentially just placeholders. Where Intacct actually wants you to go is into the permissions themselves. So we're going to go ahead and click on permissions next to AP, assuming that that is what I mean when I say creating bills. We'll click on permissions. Now, as you can see as well, there are a lot of various activities to choose from. In order to maintain your own internal control environment, Intacct gives you the flexibility of having lots of different activities and tasks and be able to design your roles based upon whomever should perform that activity. So in my eyes, I'm thinking I need to be able to have a role that is involved with creating bills. So part of creating bills is understanding that there are going to be vendors. I may even add or edit vendors, never delete a vendor. And also in creating bills, I want the ability to list and view the bills and adjustments in the case that I do have any credit memos or debit memos. I also want the ability to add and edit those as well as to post those, but never have the ability to delete. Once you make your changes in here, then there's a whole bottom section here related to reporting. Also useful to maybe, in addition to creating bills, see the AP ledger report. Once you've made your changes, we're going to click save, and then we're going to hit save one more time. And we've created an AP bills role. Now, outside of creating the AP bills role, we also want the ability to actually go in and try this role. So I've got my user here that I logged into in order to actually go in and try that role. And as you can see, that try role button here is exposed for my CFO user or my MPatel user. And I'm going to go ahead and click the little try role button. And what's nice about it is it allows me to step into the shoes of somebody who has this role. And I can go in and say, okay, if I hover over accounts payable, this person can see the various reports I've given them access to. He or she can create some vendors, can go in and create bills, and perform account adjustments. Now keep in mind when you say try role, you don't want to go in there and actually start creating bills because you are in your environment, not in some type of like a pseudo environment. So why this is helpful to try or experience a role is just to kind of see whether you've clicked on the right boxes. When it's ready to go ahead and switch back to your role, you just click this button right here. And then you can go in and further refine your role as you see appropriate. And that is how you create a role and try a role.